Here we are starting session 1, so turn to tab 1 in your manual. To begin your MindSight adventure, you and I need to build a foundation so we can talk the same language and operate on the same page. I don't want us to get our wires crossed and miss the boat on all of the good information we'll be getting. Before we start, it's important to always remember that the information in your reports is not judging you. There is no right or wrong information. Never let anyone say that your report responses are good or bad or right or wrong. It's just who you are, and that's always good. Always remember, you're okay. Now, turn to page 7, and you'll find 4 highlighted terms with definitions. We're going to use those terms all the way through this program, so let's find out what they mean. The first term you see is interests. Well, what are interests? Interests are what you really like to study in school. It's what you really like to do when you're not in school. It's what you're interested in, what motivates you. For example, if you like biology or debate or theater, those are your interests. When you're not in school, if you like to fish or build things or, say, work with children, those too are your interests. Personally, I love to sing, so I sing in a choir. Because when I sing at work, everyone goes around covering their ears. I think you get the picture about those things called interests. Now, the next term is usual behavior. Your usual behavior describes the way people around you observe you behaving. It's how people see you doing your everyday thing. People would say things to describe you like life of the party, well organized, does her own thing, hates things when they change. So usual behavior is the way someone would describe the way you behave or the way they always see you behaving. Usual behavior is how you behave when you are at your best, or it's like being in the zone. I think you got the definition locked up. Well, now we have the third term, which is called needs. This one probably will require you to think a little more because needs describe how people should support you or give you what you need. For example, how your friends should talk to you, like being direct and straightforward, or using a more softer, gentler approach. It is important to note that your underlying needs may not be the same as your usual behavior. So people see you as you are very sociable. They like to be with people. You like to be with people. But maybe what you really need is you got to be yourself and have some time to be a couch potato and recharge your batteries. Those underlying needs are sometimes hidden to your friends, and they may be even hidden to you. The last term is called your stress behavior. Stress behavior is when you really are disgruntled, frustrated, angry. What causes that? Well, that happens when your needs are not met. So when you get stressed, it means that someone like a friend, a teacher, or even your mom or dad is not meeting your needs. It's like my need. When someone puts a whole bunch of rules on an assignment, it drives me nuts. My underlying need says, just give me a good outline, then stay out of my way so I can get the assignment done. If you do that to me, I won't get stressed out. Now that you've got the definitions locked down, turn to the last page in session 1 and take out your first report called the Lifestyle Grid Summary. Now, let's go over your report. Look at the left side of your report. You will see a description for each of the 4 colored squares that are on the right side. Start at the top. The first colored square is your interests, and there is an asterisk in one of the colored quadrants. Take a few moments and read the description of your interest. It tells you what you like to do. The second definition on the report is your usual behavior. It's how people normally see you or describe your behavior. Remember, this is when you are at your best. Take a moment, read your usual behavior style that is on the left side of the second square. The next item on the report are those unique underlying needs. A diamond in one of the colored squares notes your needs. Remember, your needs may be very different than your usual behavior. Remember, we said needs can be hidden and not apparent to others and even to you. Now take a moment, read the definition of your needs that is on the left side of the third square. The last item described is that nasty thing called stress. Your stress behavior is noted by a square around your circle in the last colored grid square. Now, take a moment and read the definition of your stress behavior that is on the left side of the last square. Stress is when you get out of joint because your needs are not being met. Okay, you've now done a great job of building the foundation, understanding the terms that will be part of the rest of this program. Good job. Let's take a break and then jump into session 2. This is really going to get into the guts of your behavioral style.